I'll show you two different ways to do this question. First one is to consider the number of questions that Jasleen answers in an hour. So 4 questions every 30 seconds, which means 8 questions every minute by doubling. And then if we times by 60, it's going to be 480 in an hour. So now we can try and figure out how long it would take Ella, to answer 480 questions. So Ella is 5 questions in 40 seconds. And that means 1 question every 8 seconds. So 480 times 8 will give us the number of seconds that it took. And then we can compare that with the number of seconds in an hour. By the way, the number of seconds in an hour is going to be 60 seconds times 60 minutes, 3,600 seconds. 480 times 80, well, 8 times 400 is 3,200. 8 times 80 is 640. So it's going to give 3840. Of course, you can do whatever multiplication method of your choice there. I've just kind of combined the 8 with the 400 and the 8 with the 800. Therefore, it's going to be 240 seconds more, which if we divide by 60 is 4 minutes. Okay, quite a nice approach, with a little bit of modification required, but it works out. Now, I didn't do it that way. I do like that way, and I think it's probably the easiest way to understand. But I'm going to talk about how I did it. So I did, so Jasleen, I said 8 per minute, as I did before. And then Ella, well, because Ella is 5 questions every 40 seconds, then actually it would be 2.5 questions in 20 seconds or 7.5 in a minute. Okay, so that little aspect is a bit harder. But then we can see in how many extra in an hour, basically. So it's 0.5. Jasleen solves 0.5 extra per minute. If we times that by 60, it's going to be 30 extra per hour. And then we just need to work out how long it would take Ella to solve those extra 30. So Jasleen has managed in an hour to do 30 extra questions, so it's just going to take Ella a little bit longer, and it's going to be 30 divided by the rate at which she's working, 7.5, which gives 4. So I quite like this method. You have to figure out to get that, but there's not quite as much modification. Whichever one you prefer, really. Ultimately, 4 minutes is the answer.